Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks, and it is a brand new episode of Who's That Cosplayer? And joining me today is somebody who slid in my DMs. Now, your boy, he's always the one sliding in DMs and, asking people to join me up here on Who's That Cosplayer, but somebody else took the initiative, and joining me today is Radacted.cos. Redacted, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
To be honest with you, your boy is tired, but when you're the number one hero, you always have to be ready to go. So thank you for joining me. And before we started this interview, when they had came up in here, they had their Jolene cosplay on. I was like, hey, your boy had to get the JoJo hat. So I always do that for Jolene cosplay. So thank you very much for joining me. And before we get into today's interview, everybody that's watching, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And as D always says, podcast link down below in the description. Like, follow, subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into today's interview. So the first question that I ask each and every guest is, what is your origin story? Every hero or villain has one. So tell everybody who you are.
All right. Well, my journey started with a little webcomic called Homestuck. And I started cosplaying when I was 9 years old. And it's been a journey. It's gone from Homestuck to Undertale to My Hero Academia, a bunch of other animes, or on High School Host Club. And then I got into JoJo's, and it started from rock bottom and worked its way up.
You leveled up. You leveled up. That's awesome. And I love some of the animes that you listed because, as you can see, I got all the Deku figures behind me right now. I'm a huge My Hero Academia fan. And then, of course, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, who doesn't love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? So I think that it's awesome that you started from your humble beginnings and then you are where you are right now. So I want to know, like, how was it when you went to your first convention? Did you go in a cosplay or did you just go there as a normie, as I like to call it before we became cosplayers?
My first convention was a really small convention in New Jersey called CloverCon. I think it went in like 2015. I went as a Homestuck character, and I met up with a few friends there, and it was just really chill.
Nice. That's awesome. Now, when you went there, like, how was that experience?
It at first it was overwhelming, definitely overwhelming at first. And then I like walked around the artist alley a little bit, hung out with my friends, and I kind of got used to the atmosphere, and I was like, all right, this is a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah. Now, you enjoyed your first con and you've gone to several more over the years. Like, what have been some of your favorite con moments that you've experienced so far?
My favorite was definitely I went to Anime NYC in I think it was 2020. It was before I moved to Utah, and I was Rohan, and first time cosplaying a JoJo character at a convention. It was the best experience I've ever had. I spent like an hour in the artist alley just getting my picture taken with my friends.
That's always awesome. And I don't know what it is about JoJo cosplayers, but do you notice that when we are at cons, like, we get stopped a lot? Like, people love JoJo cosplayers. And I just think that it's because the cosplays are very unique, even though like they're just normal clothes. It's just when you're a JoJo fan and you see a JoJo cosplayer, like, everybody just always gets really excited. And now, since we're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I gotta ask you, because I ask each and every JoJo cosplayer that I have up here. And what I love about you is that you're also a My Hero Academia cosplayer, so I'm gonna ask you these questions as well. But first with JoJo, which part is your favorite part?
I love part 4.
Ooh,
It's my favorite part.
yes. Same. Why is it your favorite part?
It's just fun. It's like a bunch. The best way I could describe it is it's a bunch of filler episodes with a little bit of plot, and I love that.
Oh my God, I never looked at it like that. It is a bunch of filler episodes. Oh my God, it's filler until it gets to Kira. Oh my God, I never even thought about that. But That makes perfect sense. Well, which JoJo is your favorite JoJo?
I love Joseph.
Oh, okay. Old man Joseph or young Joseph?
Every Joseph. I preferably the first old Sif.
Oh, okay. Okay, not the second one. We interviewed the voice actor of Old Man Joseph, Richard Epcar, and y'all can check out this interview. It is up here on the channel, or you can listen to the podcast. And one of his complaints that he had about the second Joseph was that he loved being the first old Joseph, but he didn't like that they aged him up and like now he was just this old man. He couldn't do anything. And I feel like all of us agree with that. It's just like, why couldn't he have just came to Mario and still been the same Joseph that we had got in part 3? It was only a 10-year difference. And, he's a Hamon user, so he should have still been good. I don't know what happened. But yeah, but why do you love old Joseph? Oh, sorry. Yes, why do you love Joseph?
He's an idiot. I love him. I love the stupid ones. I don't know why. Just drawn to them.
That's awesome, man. So, all right, you told me your favorite JoJo. Who is your favorite JoJo villain?
Dio.
Ooh, okay. Which one? Part 1 or part 3?
Part 3. Oh my God, I love Dio. He's on my ceiling right now. I love him.
Oh my God. What pose is he doing?
He's kind of just standing there.
I like that he's just standing there. I like that, man. Yeah, I love both parts, part 1 and part 3. I like part 1 a little bit more, but it's something about that line where Zeppeli asked him, "How many people have you murdered?" And here's how many loaves of bread have you eaten? And I was like, this guy Dio is a monster. But yeah, no, and I added this one too. Which Jobro is your favorite?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's a hard question because there's so many Jobros.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know what? You get to choose 2. Give me 2 Jobros.
Okay, Okoyasu.
Okay.
And Caesar Zeppeli.
I knew you were gonna say Caesar. I just had the feeling like Caesar. Oh my God! When he died, spoiler alert. But I mean, y'all should know if y'all watch this. But when he died, I cried. Like your boy was upset because he should have made it to the end. Wamu should have let him live. I don't know what Wamu was thinking, but I love Caesar. And do you love Okuyasu because he's an idiot?
Yes.
Now, who would you say is more of an idiot, Joseph or Okuyasu?
Oh, definitely Okuyasu.
Okay. So if there was a bomb in the building and you needed either Joseph or Okuyasu to press the right red button, which one would you trust more?
Oh. Well, when you put it that way, I would trust Okuyasu more because Joseph would just panic and run.
You know what? That makes sense. And Okuyasu, I feel like he would try to, press both buttons at the same time. Because remember when he took out Akira and they was just like, "How did you know it was him?" He was like, I plan on hitting both of y'all. So yeah, I love your answer to that. And now I want to move on to My Hero Academia. Are you caught up with the anime or are you caught up with the manga?
Who's that cosplayer?
Dragon Sith cosplay.
Carrots.
I've been kind of I've been watching Angels of Death, so I've been taking a break from My Hero, but I have seen the Dabi episode.
Okay, all right.
Lost my mind.
Okay, so I want to say you're about probably 3 or 4 episodes behind. But My Hero, it is really good. Like they just released in the newest episode, it's a new intro and outro. Perfect. It is both of them are perfect. So I gotta ask, what is one of your favorite moments from My Hero Academia so far?
Besides the Dabi episode, that one's hands down my favorite. Probably the school festival episode.
With the hero too.
Yeah.
But man, when Ari got that caramel apple, oh my, that is a special episode. Like it's so good. Now, I want to know what was one of your favorite fights from My Hero Academia.
Ooh, Bakugo and Deku's fight. That's always been my
The
favorite.
second one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, touch the screen. Give me a pinky. Give me a pinky. There we go. Wow, like that fight is so good, and hey, I'm loving this interview. You know, like we clicking like this. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now, who is your favorite hero?
I love Sir Night-Eye.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
He was a good man. I'll give him that. You know, he had his flaws, but he was a good man, and I'm glad that he saw the light at the end. Who's your favorite villain?
Dobby.
Oh, okay. Right to the point. I mean, now did you know that Dobby was already Endeavor's son? Like, did you speculate that?
Kind of figured.
yeah. I mean, I feel like we all knew. Okay, all right. And it was one more My Hero question, and then we'll get back to some cosplay stuff. If you could have one quirk, what would that quirk be? Something that you haven't seen on the show yet.
That's a really good question. Probably. Oh, I found this one on TikTok, so I'm kind of stealing this from someone.
Uh-oh.
But it's similar to Fat Gum's quirk, but to where if I eat something, I can I have a full belly and I can put that onto someone else.
Oh, I get that. So, I mean, do you have to touch them?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just like if you ate like 50,000 calories, you just touch them, and then now they have that's scary. That's scary when you think about it, man. Oh my god, like that's so wild, man. So moving back to cosplay, like you've done so many amazing costumes, and I gotta know, what have been 3 of your favorite cosplays that you've done?
Before I moved to Utah, I made a Red Riot cosplay. I made his shoulder gauntlets. I made the entire thing. The little cape around his waist was a pillowcase.
Yeah, nice.
And Rohan is definitely one of my favorites. His wig was a lot of fun to style. And then probably I made a Metaton cosplay a while ago. I'm gonna try to remake it, but that was a lot of fun to make.
Nice. Now, I know that you had mentioned that Dobby is your favorite character from My Hero Academia, and you have done some My Hero Academia cosplays. Is Dobby a future cosplay that you plan on doing?
I am going to be cosplaying a canon outfit for Dobby at a convention soon, actually in March.
Nice. That's awesome. Shout out that convention so everybody that's watching this, they know where to see you at.
It's called Isekai Con. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. It's in Utah, Salt Lake City, and it's March 23rd, I think.
Okay. All right, cool. That's right around the corner. I mean, not for real, but it's close, y'all. I mean, it's like the year, it will move fast, and half of y'all already experienced it because Poochie, he reset the universe, and we already know everything that's going to happen. So we're getting close to the end of the interview, and I gotta ask you these last couple of questions. The first one is what are some of your hobbies that you like to do when you're not cosplaying?
I love hiking, which is really out of character for me. I hate being outside. I also like to. I have a ukulele. I play music and I sing.
Nice. Okay. Well, what's one of your favorite songs that you love to sing?
Ooh, my go-to is SpongeBob every time.
Nice. Hey, that's a classic. It's crazy. Here in Virginia, there's a SpongeBob rave coming up, and I kind of wanted to go to it, but I'm not going to be able to go to it, unfortunately. And I wanted to know, have you ever heard of the SpongeBob raves, or have you been to one?
No, I haven't.
I went to the Shrek rave, and the Shrek rave was lit. So I'm already assuming that the SpongeBob rave is going to be lit too. And the costume that I wanted to go with, I was going to do the chum bucket, and I was gonna have I was gonna make the bucket, and then I was gonna have doors down there, and plankton was gonna pop out of the doors. That's what I was gonna do for my SpongeBob thing, but we'll see. But I think it's awesome that you played the ukulele. I feel like that's a awesome talent to be able to do. Like I always see those in stores. Like there's this nerd store here called Second and Charles, and I always see them, and I want to buy one, but I don't know how to play instruments, and I'm not really that good. But you can always learn. So I want to know, like, what was it that drew you to wanting to learn how to play the ukulele?
I found my sister had one when I lived with my parents, and I asked her if I could have it one day, and I just looked up how to play the ukulele, and I just picked it up from there.
That's awesome. How long did it take you to learn?
Not long. It took me like maybe a week or two.
Nice. Dang, that's pretty fast. Like that's pretty awesome. Like, were you playing any other instruments before the ukulele?
I played the flute, but that was for band when I was in school, so didn't play that for too long.
Yeah, it's like sorry.
Yeah.
It's like it was. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's like it was something that you had to play, you know. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I also know how to play the piano a little bit, like only like little video game themes or like anime themes. I know some Mario.
Nice. Do you know Giorno's theme?
I do.
Awesome. I like, yo, as soon as you said piano, that was the first thing that popped up in my head. And so we're here at the end of the interview, and the final question that I have for you is, going into the new year, what is a goal that you hope to accomplish this year in your cosplay journey?
I want to try to guest at a convention. I want to see if I could do that.
That would be awesome. And in order to do that, you know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, I hope that you get to be a guest at a convention, because it is a super cool feeling. And, you know, like I said earlier, you have so many amazing cosplays. Everybody that's watching this interview, they can see them on the slideshow in the background. And I hope that you can be a guest and you can show new fans and people who already follow you the amazing stuff that you do. So thank you so much for joining me up here on Who's That Cosplayer. Thank
you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for sliding in my DMs. And before I let you go, let everybody in social media land know where they can find you
at. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Discord if you DM me, Snapchat, all that fun stuff.
Okay. Oh, and what's your handle?
Radacted.cos on everything.
Awesome. There you go. Y'all make sure that y'all go and give him a follow at Radacted.cos on everything, like he said. Make sure that you follow me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Make sure that you give me that follow on Facebook. I butchered that, but I want to keep on rolling with it, because I should be the first person to pop up on Facebook when you put in at Benjamin Banks. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. And with that being said, thank you everybody for watching this interview. Make sure you check out some more interviews that we have here on the channel, along with reviews and reaction videos. Check out our podcast, where we have brand new episodes every Tuesday. The link is down below in the description. And with that being said, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.